Do not be alarmed, young one. Not all of the Winter Fae have joined the ranks of the Tuatha. I do not understand them or their new god. My friend, they are cruel and distant now. Fanatical. I am awaiting the return of my beloved, Alea. She fell under the spell of the Tuatha and marched north with their vile army. Among them she perished, one of the many. I wonder, could you help me with a small task? I need this ring placed inside of a hollow. Thank you, mortal. Alea's hollow is called... There is a small altar at its bottom. I wish to show Alea that my love has remained true, and that I wait for her still. My beloved, we have always been together through every turn of the great cycle. But with the coming of the Tuatha, she changed. She no longer cared for the balance. I tried to convince her to return to the cycle, but she wouldn't listen. She marched with the Tuatha army to Melsenship. Farewell.
The jester of the King of Winter, the fool who made a mockery of life, of everything, languished in a discontent. He heard the whisperings of power, felt its pulse. He saw visions of an endless winter, of a totality of nothingness. He was Gadflow, and he would follow the cycle no longer.
Impressive, is it not? This is where the greater Niskaru, Baelor, was summoned. Thank you for placing the ring, mortal. Alea will know that I remain true to her, and that I wait for her still. Do you see the crater behind me? It was created when one of the greater Niskaru. He wielded power that I do not understand how anyone's fate could have been to slay such a beast. Goodbye, mortal. Impressive, is it not? The greater Niskaru, Baelor, made quite an entrance. Goodbye. Impressive, is it not? The greaterness. Goodbye. Mortal. What do you wish to know, mortal? Goodbye.
Can't stop now. It's good to keep... Stay alert.
But you've saved us. Beware the forest.
Can't stop. It's good to keep working. It reminds... Stay alert.
on your guard.
Hail, adventurer! I am Bruin the Bard, spinner of stories, seeker of adventure. These brave soldiers, the finest of the Alfar armies. But there is still adventure to be had, so join me. If not, then I bid you fair warning. Your journey shall be far less exciting without this. A wise question, and a fair one. As Bard of the Gastia Court, allow me the pleasure of your company, and I will lead you through these luxuriant lands, spinning stories of times long. I had a good feeling about you. Someone who cherishes a good story. Alas, there is one small problem. That area is favored by our enemies. We must clear the spot ahead of Bolgan. It is a famous place, and they sully it with their presence and their stench. Goodbye.
Hello.
I will remain here. Here while you good. Bye. I will remain here while you clear the way. Goodbye.
You look familiar.
Through the woods and mountainside, through the hollows and green meadow, through the summer, winter, day and night, through the hallowed halls of seasons and song, through the vengeance, pride and sorrow, echo the footfalls of the greaves of the Bay Hunter.
The Tuatha are on the run. Good work. Plus, it's much more pleasant here without Gadflow bellowing at me from all corners. But enough pleasantry. Are you prepared for your reunion with Ventrinio? The notes we got from Octien say that you were employed as Ventrinio's assistant in his secret laboratory. You were with him in Alabastra when you died. But the notes weren't clear. I'm sure the two of you have so much catching up to do. Very forthright of you. I'm sure he'll be very reasonable. He probably won't even ask why. Just make sure he lives long enough to get us into Alabastra, and you can count on my help. Of course. This is bound to be. I'm just disappointed I never had a chance to see the original Well of Souls. I believe our new friend has a disturbing path of living shadow.
Good luck with the gnome. Especially if you plan on killing him. Stand in the pool of shadow, close your eyes, and don't open your eyes while you're moving through the shadows, no matter what you hear. Right this way, and we can walk the shadow to Danistar Island. The shadow awaits. Good luck with the gnome. Yes, my people are no strangers to exile on the barren island of Danistar. To steal back our freedom, the House of Sorrows forged a path to the coast through living shadow. It's safe so long as you keep your eyes closed during the journey. The shadow. Make it quick.
I hope you're ready for this. I've heard tales of his work. Half trickster, half spirit of vengeance. I believe our new friend... This island smells like death. Stay behind me. Whatever that gnome's been up to, it looks like he's made... This is no social visit. Keep your wits sharp. Just as Hughes thought, Ventrinio used the same wards from their old lab. This'll be quick. Follow me and be careful. The lads are coming from somewhere in here.
The energy from the Well of Souls is overwhelming. Damn it! What's wrong? And why are there so many lads?
Sounds like our rat is caught in a trap. I'm sure he'd be happy to help whoever saves him. Careful, or we'll get trapped up there too. Here's where we part ways. I'll stop the lads at the stairwell. You get upstairs and retrieve Ventrinio. Shouldn't be hard to find him. Keep moving up and follow the cowardly shrieking. I'll hold this deck.
A new source of power? What sort of nonsense is this? If anything had come in here, my detection spells would have... Wait. Who's down there? Show yourself! damn it all! I don't care who you are. Get up it! Must be the key to stabilizing the well. This is what I get for using all those soldiers. I never should have let them keep their swords. When you get up here, try not to look directly into the well. It can be a little upsetting. Damn it! Hurry! Before the whole well starts to collapse. Took your time, gods damn it! Ever since the Balor was defeated, the Chaos magic sent the well off its alignment. You show up, and now the Laz are... Wait, what? It's you. You're alive. But I saw you die. You can't be serious. This is my life's work. Don't you remember what we went through to build this? Why, you even got yourself killed in Alabastra for this. We had more than enough Prismere, but you wanted to track down the power source behind it all, even if it meant sneaking right under Gadflow's nose. I spent days trying to recover your body, but I never expected to find you alive, or for you to return. Speaking of which, how did you return anyway? Of course you did. You went there to steal Prismere to power the well. You wanted to go after the source of the Prismere itself. You went off, geared for war, sneaking into Baal itself. You damned fool! I had a better chance of bringing you back from the dead than I had of changing your mind. But I wasn't able to do either. Not important. Not important. What happened to you? You were so eager to be attuned to this well, and now it's not important? The well is coming down around us, and you don't even care.
We'll have time to catch up afterwards. And oh, damn it all! Here they come. The lads are. Here. Hold them off while I try to stop the flow of energy to the well. Ignore the rumbling. Focus on the lads. There. Perfectly safe. I think. Anything we can salvage? Even a piece?
Talk with this old fool before I lose my temper.
All my work gone. Damn it all! But at least we're still alive. Once again, I triumph over death itself. Going back into Alabastra. Well, I still have a way in, but it's more dangerous now than the last time we went. I'll need more Prismere if I'm to rebuild the well. And I suppose I owe you something for saving my life. Perhaps this talisman can help you. It's a little something I salvaged from the debris. It might just help against whatever killed you the first time. We got in with a little help, of course. See, it's all because of Callus Dren, the defender of pride. In his house, no one can stand before him. None can even approach, unless you have my little secret. Patience, patience. You'll have it soon enough. I'm going to have to dig it out of the rubble of the tower. Go to the field of Huber, and I'll meet you there. And if you value your life, do not approach Dren. Just go to the field of Huber and wait for me. I'll meet you down there once I can find this damned essence. The Well of Souls is a noble project. Yes, sacrifices have been made. Laws have been broken. People have died. And they will continue to die. Don't you see? That's exactly what I'm trying to prevent. How many have died in this war? Thousands. The bodies are shoulder deep in the battlefields, but for trying to cure it, they call me a monster? My name is Ventrinio Dessalini, and I am Professor Emeritus Abscondus of Post-Mortem Studies at the Edessa University. Of course, that was all before I began work on the Well of Souls. Such an important undertaking doesn't leave much time for other pursuits, you know. We needed tremendous quantities of prismere to fuel the well, but it's almost unheard of outside of Alabastra, so we had to... You don't remember it? Well, why dredge up the past? After all, you're fine now, aren't you? You're not the type to hold a grudge, right? Okay. We were in Alabastra getting prismere. I never thought it'd be dangerous. At least not very. Oh, don't give me that look. Accidents happen, and you can't make an omelette without leaving a few corpses. I didn't know anything about you before you worked for me. Octian hired you and told me you were a resourceful assistant. That's all I know. You didn't like talking about yourself. Actually, you didn't like much of anything. Honestly, you were a terror to be around. But you've changed. I can tell. Before you died, you would never have been this diplomatic. You probably would have knifed me for answers by now. Oh, speaking of which, you left this in your room before you died. Take it. Octian. The man lacked vision. Can you believe all he wanted was his own personal immortality machine? Still, he wasn't squeamish about what had to be done in order to develop the well. I suppose he paid well, too, if you'd consider that any reason to pursue the partial successes at best. They remember how to fight, but that's about... Name them after an old nursery rhyme. Damn things are always moaning all the time. I thought it might shut them up to give them a name. Horrible, messy, ugly place. Too dark to keep bodies preserved and too hot to keep them from stinking. Oh, to be back in a cave in Datir. We were in Alabastra, and I never thought it'd be dangerous. At least, not very. Oh, don't give me that look. Accidents happen. You can't make an omelette without leaving a few corpses. Gadflow's got an empire built on Prismere. Think of all the power he's sitting on. And he's wasting it on swords and bows. Get going, and remember, don't...
I'm sure we can trust Ventrinio, but I'll keep an eye on him. I'll stay here and keep an eye on Ventrinio. We'll meet you at the field of Huber, to the south. He's a worm, but a useful one. Octian took quite a risk setting him up in Cluracan. Must have made a lot of deals to keep him. You got into Alabastra.
Be on your guard.
There are rumblings in the Court of Winter. There are Fae who are preaching beyond a world of rot. They fly in the face of sorrows, the cycles. They do not honor our tradition, but they are wrong. There is no winter without death. There is no growth without decay.
Hello. Excellent work. You are clearly much more proficient in the ways of war than most visitors of the Caelid Coast. It would be my great pleasure. Picture it. 10 years ago, the rising sun, a lingering fog. Somewhere in the forest are screams, the cries of battle. Then silence. It happened here upon this site. The ambush of Gorn Akri. It is here on this spot where the Bolgan drew first blood, killing Lord Erengastir, his son, and their squires during their morning ride. Let us move on, shall we? And if you don't mind, there are more beasts to attend to ahead. The Bolgan have infested the entire area around Castle Gastir, my old home. Destroy them, and I will relate the tale of the first Lord of Gastir himself. Goodbye.
A fledgling hunter by the looks of it. What's someone so soft doing in the Caelid coast? Don't you know this is Bolgan country? Those red devils are really digging in. I've slain many on my hunt for Chernobog. The scars don't give me away? Ha! You're probably the first person in recorded history not to recognize the mighty Alof the Hunter. Usually my reputation precedes me. As for why I am here in this muggy puddle of piss, I intend to conquer Chernobog, the mighty Bolgan, and win his eye as my trophy. But first he must be summoned, for he won't just face any foe, you know. Only those he deems worthy to smite with his blade. Ha! You're certainly welcome to try, but I'm afraid he'll be much too dead by the time I finish with him. Besides, you still have the offering to consider. Chernobog will only battle those who can prove their ferocity. It is his way of swatting away the flies. If you can collect the eyes of 10 Bolgans, then you are clearly a warrior who deserves a reckoning. Set the eyes upon Chernobog's war lanterns and the beast will emerge. By offering the bloodthirsty beast the eyes of... Once you place that bloody offering on the pedestal and light the war fires, the ugly brute will... Goodbye.
Now. What is it that I... Widow's spare.
There's root. I'm sorry. Stranger, it seems I stay alert.